Hey, what is up guys, and welcome to another Battlefield 3 video. Now, this time I'm playing a bit of Rush on Cargo Island. This is Jav only. I'm going for the Jav only, so every day I'm javelin. But what I want to talk to you about today is a couple of things. First of all, being the Battlefield 4 Alpha. Now, I have been lucky enough to get to play the Alpha, and I've been playing it for about just over a week now. It's only a couple of days left, and the Alpha will end. Now, don't worry, you haven't really missed that much, because it is just an Alpha. The textures are not there. It's 10% really of the game that you will be playing come end of October, so don't really worry about if you didn't really get an invite. It was completely random. It didn't really matter if you had 1,000 hours played on Battlefield 3 or you were a really active member and you bought a lot of games. It didn't really matter. EA just sent them randomly anyway, because I did ask a couple of people from DICE. I asked a couple of people from my friends list if they've got them and everything, and they said no, it's just completely random, so whoever got it, got it. So I was one of the lucky ones that got to play it, and after playing it for about a week, I gotta say it's really different than Battlefield 3. You're gonna be pleasantly surprised, I think, because you're gonna see things going Rambo, that's right, there you go, that's what I wanted. You're gonna see things going a little bit slower paced, the running, the animations, the mechanics, the bullet drop, all that sort of stuff. It's going to be a lot slower than you see it in Battlefield 3. It's going to be a lot harder for you to do all that bunny hopping and all that skipping, and the guns actually take a little bit more skill for you to aim them now. You got to control your fire. You can't just hip fire anymore. That's really shit now when you hip fire. I mean, I don't know if that's just an alpha stage, but overall, you do need to aim, you do need to take your time when you take the shots and all that sort of good stuff. So that really looks good. And I just can't wait for the beta to come out. Now, I know the beta is going to be public to everybody that's pre-ordered the game. That's probably going to be around September, because they still need a good couple of weeks, I'd say at least 4 weeks, to tweak out some bugs left in the beta. Now, in the alpha, trust me, half of the time you are running through the fucking walls, you're running into the map, your body's glitched. It's an alpha, so don't get me wrong. You get first a sneak peek at it, you get to try, you get to experience it, you get to see a cool new couple of things, but overall, as I mentioned earlier on, you're not really missing anything because it's buggy as hell. But that is the whole point of an alpha. It's just for the devs to test the servers out and get some feedback on what's going on. Just imagine there's cars and stuff like that in the alpha. There's no texture to them. There's just a plain white car everywhere, and it's just weird. So trust me, you're not really missing that much out of the alpha. But overall, I would say it's a different experience than Battlefield 3. You're going to be seeing some cool stuff. There's a lot of weapons throughout the map. I mean, you will find, for example, you know that gun that you saw in the trailer for the Battlefield 3 in the single player, the M32 MGL, I think it was called. Yeah, you can actually find that on the map. It's actually just in a box. You go up, you press R, you pick it up, and that's it. You've got it. Same thing happens with a couple of sniper rifles. You can actually find that throughout the map. Now, in the Siege of Shanghai that we got to play, you may have noticed there's a bridge between C flag and I believe it was D flag. I can't really remember properly now, but it was a bridge there. You can actually go and press E to lift the bollards, so you can actually lift some bollards up so you stop the traffic from coming in. So whoever's in a tank, whoever's in a vehicle, will literally have to get out in order for him to remove the bollards, press the button again, and he can actually get through with his tank. So that is a really cool feature. If you've got a couple of guys there manning that and just making sure that no tanks, you cannot shoot that down, you cannot get across. So the only way is actually to get a crewman out of the vehicle, get yourself to that point, press E, lower the bollard so you can get across. So that is a pretty cool feature. Also, when going and capturing a flag, you can actually close shutters. So there'll be steel shutters that shut so nobody can get through while you're attempting to defend or capture a flag. So that's pretty cool. There's lots of little things here and there they've put in, and I'm sure come beta towards September, you guys are really going to find a lot of cool stuff out. Now, one of the questions I got asked is, how do you take out the skyscraper? How does that work? Well, in the alpha, it's not an actual feature. I think they've turned that off. But if you look on the right-hand side of the skyscraper, there's a little sign on it. It says DICE. Right at the bottom, there's 4 pillars. Now, you either need to shoot them with a tank, or you need to get... I've done that myself. And actually, to get them all destroyed, you need 6 sticks of C4 each. Now, seeing that you're an alpha, you don't have perks, you don't have explosive perks, none of that. Trust me, it took me a while to actually do that. And by the way, the C4 is back on the recon side. So if you're a recon, you do get the C4, and that's the only person that gets the C4 now. It's the recon. Talking about the recon, there's a couple of more things that you should know about recons. They also have something called a PLD. Now, it's back in the day, if you remember from Bad Company 2 days, when you had the mortar strike, it kind of looks a little bit like that, but you can actually lock vehicles with it now. So it works more or less like a soul flam than anything else. But once you lock something, it's going to be locked, so anybody can engage it with a javelin. Most of the perks that you remember from Battlefield 3, they'll all be coming in. The one new feature that's going to come in is once you get to your primary weapon, you got a secondary weapon, then you have your gadgets. Say you've got C4, then gadget 2, you'll have PLD. Then you have 3 types of grenades. You have the M67, the flashbang, and you also get incendiary grenades now. And one thing I don't want to forget is, you know, when you lock something with a PLD, you can actually lock it now with your RPG, not just the javelin. So that is a really, really cool feature coming up. Now, the next order of business, I've let you know on Twitter and Facebook that I am going to have a giveaway pretty soon. But before that, check that out. Look at, oh man, he was lucky, he just jumped out just then. So I will have about 3 gaming mice to actually give out. I will have a mouse pad, a pretty cool one. Altogether, it's about $200–300 worth of gaming gear to give out. So keep an eye out for future videos. They'll be coming out probably next week. And I will be giving them away to subscribers. I'll let you know in the video what you got to do to win it. You know, with me, you don't really have to do jack shit, but probably post a comment. But I'll let you guys know in the video when it comes out. So, yep. Teaming up with Rokat, it's going to be some cool gear, it's going to be some Savu mice, it's going to be some Rokan, what's a fucking Rokan? Rokat cone, pure, and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, all that good stuff coming out in the next week, plus a ton more Battlefield stuff that I've tried and tested in Battlefield 4. Let me know if you guys are really excited about something and what is that you're really excited for. Now, I may have already tested that out, so I will let you know if I've already seen that. But believe you me, it's pretty cool as the way it stands, Battlefield 4. Now, as I've said, obviously it is an alpha, it is buggy, it is going to be a shitload of problems. But overall, the potential is there. It just needs a bit of tweaking here and there, but it's there. So remember earlier on I told you about some guns that you can pick out throughout the map. Now, there is a gun called the M8-2A3. Now, this is a sniper rifle. Once you pick up this sniper rifle, by pressing V, you can actually zero this, just like you do in Arma 2. So you can zero from 200 to 500 meters, it goes 2, 3, 4, 5, and then from 500 meters, it goes straight to 1,000 meters. So if you're having a bit of a problem with a sniper rifle back in Battlefield 3, with a bullet drop and everything, now is your chance to shine. You don't really have to worry about bullet drop that much anymore. You're still going to have the bullet drop, but you can zero the gun. So that is a pretty cool little thing that's coming out in Battlefield 4. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys let me know what you want to see in Battlefield 4. What feature would you like most to see happening? And as it stands, as I mentioned earlier on, it looks really, really good. And it's just a bit of tweaking here and there, but the beta will be out pretty soon, so you guys get to play it. I know EA made a bit of a mistake yesterday. They sent out, or the day before, they sent out about 250,000 alpha invites, and they were all fake. So yeah, that's EA for you. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Leave me some feedback. Also give it a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.